God is not ignoring your prayers. He is rearranging the pieces behind the scenes. Sometimes, when it feels like everything is falling apart, it's actually falling into place. The shift may not be visible yet, but it is underway. Heaven has already authorized your breakthrough. Now, you just need to stand firm and prepare your heart for what's coming. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where God is about to take you. Don't be surprised if people walk away or opportunities close. That's part of the shift. It's divine alignment, not punishment. You've been tried, tested, and refined for such a time as this. The miracle is near. Stay in position. God's shifts often begin in silence. You may feel stuck, but the Spirit is moving. Doors that were sealed are unlocking, not because you forced them open, but because God has declared its time. What felt like rejection was redirection. What looked like loss was divine preparation. Your situation is shifting even in the waiting. You've cried enough tears. You've carried enough burdens. Now, God is lightening your load to prepare you for your miracle. Don't despise the discomfort. It's proof that change is happening. You're on the edge of something holy. Get ready. When God starts shifting your situation, confusion may come before clarity, but don't let that scare you. The enemy will try to distract you when you're closest to deliverance. The battle intensifies before the breakthrough. That's why this season feels heavy. It's transition time. You're not being broken. You're being rebuilt. You've outgrown where you were, and now God is making space for your new assignment. Get your spirit ready, your mind ready, and your environment ready. Your miracle won't fit into your past. A new dimension requires a new you. Everything that felt delayed is being accelerated. God is shifting timelines, breaking barriers, and placing you where you never thought you'd be. You don't need to figure it all out. Just stay surrendered. God is the master planner. The chaos in your life isn't random. It's orchestrated. You're about to see why it didn't work out before. That closed door, that betrayal, that disappointment, it was setting the stage for a supernatural outcome. Expect divine intervention, expect healing, expect the unexpected. Your situation is shifting because the kingdom is backing you up. This shift is not about comfort, it's about calling. God is calling you higher. That's why you've been uncomfortable lately. Old ways, old thoughts, and old habits can't go where you're going. Don't resist the stretching, it's necessary. You've been praying for elevation, but elevation requires separation. God is pruning your life so your purpose can flourish. The shift is strategic. It's not a coincidence that you're feeling something stirring. Heaven is birthing something through you. Stay focused. Stay faithful. Your miracle is closer than you think. Even in your weakness, God is strong. The shift is not dependent on your perfection, but on His promise. You might feel unqualified, but God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Your faith has made room for favor. That's why things are aligning out of nowhere. New people, new paths, new peace. It's all part of the shift. God is rewriting your story with His fingerprints all over it. The miracle you're about to receive will testify of His power. Get ready to glorify Him through your victory. Sometimes God has to isolate you to elevate you. The loneliness you're feeling isn't punishment, it's preparation. He's cutting off distractions so you can hear Him clearly. The shift in your situation requires a shift in your focus. Listen closely. He's speaking instructions, whispering strategies, and planting dreams in your spirit. You're about to experience a divine download. Stay in alignment. Stay in the secret place. The miracle you've been praying for will manifest in the silence of your obedience. Your struggle is ending, not because you've figured it out, but because God is stepping in. You've come to the end of your strength, and that's exactly where His begins. Miracles happen at the end of human effort. That's why He let you exhaust your options, so you'd make room for His power. Get ready. This next chapter of your life will be authored by divine hands. Your story is shifting from pain to purpose, from fear to faith, from despair to destiny. The miracle is in motion. Pay attention to the subtle signs. That uneasy feeling, that sudden clarity, that unexpected opportunity, those are all signs of a spiritual shift. God doesn't always shout. Sometimes He nudges. He's aligning people, places, and events to move you forward. You may not understand it now, but soon you'll look back and say, God was in this all along. Trust the process. The miracle will make sense in hindsight. For now, walk in faith, speak in expectation, and prepare like it's already done. Your faith is about to be rewarded. You didn't give up when it got hard. You didn't walk away when it didn't make sense. That persistence is what positioned you for this moment. God honors endurance. Your miracle is coming, not just because you prayed, but because you stayed. You remained faithful, and now the tables are turning. What once worked against you will start working for you. The storm didn't destroy you. It built your strength. The shift is proof that God saw every tear and heard every cry. You're not waiting in vain. God is waiting with you. While you feel stuck, heaven is organizing your steps. There's movement happening beneath the surface. Seeds you planted in faith are about to break through the soil. You're entering a season of supernatural harvest. Don't let what you see cause you to doubt what God said. The shift won't always be visible in the natural at first. But in the spiritual realm, things are accelerating. Miracles don't always announce themselves. They show up when your heart is ready and your faith is full. The shift will require you to let go of what's familiar. God cannot bless what you're too afraid to release. Your comfort zone has become your cage, and He's unlocking the door. It's time to walk out in faith. The miracle waiting for you isn't inside your old patterns. It's in the bold step you're too scared to take. But God is giving you courage. Divine strength is replacing your fear. He's not just shifting your situation. He's shifting your mentality. You're being prepared to live in the freedom you once only dreamed of. This isn't just a season of change. It's a season of transformation. You're not going back to the way things were. God is creating something entirely new. Don't waste energy trying to resurrect what He already removed. The shift is forward. The miracle is ahead. Stop glancing in the rearview mirror. Your best days are not behind you. They're rising in front of you like a sun after a long night. God is about to turn your mourning into dancing, your weeping into joy. Watch Him do what only He can. The very things that once intimidated you will now serve you. When God shifts your situation, He also shifts the authority you walk in. No longer will you live under fear, insecurity, or lack. You will walk in boldness, peace, and divine provision. The miracle won't just be external. It will happen inside of you first. Your thinking will shift. Your words will shift. Your posture will shift. This internal change is what sustains the external breakthrough. Get ready to experience healing in your mind, peace in your soul, and clarity in your purpose. God is not just shifting your location. He's shifting your identity. You are no longer who you used to be. The labels that once defined you are being removed. You're not forgotten, rejected, or broken. You are chosen, equipped, and empowered. That's why things around you are shaking. The old identity can't survive in the new environment. God is aligning your life with your true calling. Your miracle will be the evidence that the shift was necessary. When you embrace who you are in Christ, everything around you begins to transform. Don't mistake the silence for absence. God's hand is still on you. The silence is sacred. It's where God performs His deepest work. He's shifting your situation in the quiet because He wants your full attention. In this stillness, He's removing distractions and revealing direction. Don't run from the silence. Sit in it. Listen. Trust. Your miracle is being sculpted in the secret. When it's revealed, it will be undeniable that it was the work of God. The shift in your life will make you fall to your knees in gratitude. Sometimes the shift starts with discomfort. That unease in your spirit is not anxiety. It's the Holy Spirit awakening you. God is unsettling you because you've outgrown where you are. The miracle cannot manifest in stagnation. That restlessness is divine. It's pushing you into purpose. Pay attention to what no longer fits. Pay attention to where you feel drained. Those are clues. God is not punishing you. He's preparing you. The stretch you're feeling now will make the miracle that much sweeter. There's a divine urgency in the spirit. The delay is over. The shift is happening suddenly. What you've been waiting for is being released without warning. This is the kind of miracle that doesn't make sense to others. It's not based on your resume, your status, or your network. It's based on your obedience and your faith. God is doing this so only He gets the glory. People will ask how you got there, and your answer will be simple: God did it. The sudden shift will leave no room for doubt. Get ready for the unexpected blessing. You've been hidden for a reason. God has kept you in a season of obscurity, not to punish you but to protect you. The shift that's coming requires maturity, not just visibility. He's been growing your roots deep so that when your miracle sprouts, it will not wither under pressure. Everything you went through in private was preparing you for a public move of God. This is your launch season. God is about to showcase what He developed in the dark. The unveiling will be miraculous, and the impact will be undeniable. The shift is spiritual before it's physical. That's why you've felt a deep internal stirring. You're being pulled into deeper alignment with God's will. This is not a surface-level miracle. It's a soul-level transformation. Your desires are changing. Your prayers are maturing. Your faith is expanding. God is not just giving you what you want. He's giving you what you didn't know you needed. The shift is sacred. It's holy ground. Treat it with reverence. The miracle will match the magnitude of your surrender. What you thought was a breakdown was actually a setup. God allowed certain things to fall apart so something greater could fall into place. This shift in your life isn't random. It's a rerouting towards something divinely orchestrated. You weren't denied. You were redirected. God is protecting you from settling for less than what He has for you. The shift may have been painful, but the miracle will be purposeful. Don't focus on what you lost. Focus on what's coming. What's ahead of you is so much greater than what's behind you. Every delay has served a purpose. What you thought was wasted time was actually a period of divine preparation. God was building endurance, resilience, and vision within you. The shift is not just bringing change, it's bringing acceleration. What should have taken years will happen in months. What seemed impossible is being made possible. God is redeeming the time. Your miracle won't be late. It will be right on heaven's time. Get ready for restoration. Get ready to reclaim everything the enemy tried to steal. God is shifting your circle. As painful as it is, some people can't go where you're going. He's removing those who are draining you and replacing them with those who will pray for you, believe in you, and support your calling. Don't cling to connections He's cutting. This is part of the shift. Your miracle is tied to obedience, not attachment. The elevation you've prayed for requires a different environment. Trust God's pruning process. It's making room for fruit to flourish. Better relationships are on the horizon. The warfare has increased because your breakthrough is near. The enemy always fights hardest when he knows you're about to walk into purpose. But take heart, he cannot stop what God has ordained. The shift is happening regardless of the opposition. In fact, the warfare is confirmation that you're on the right path. Use it as fuel. Praise God even in the pressure. Your miracle isn't being cancelled, it's being confirmed. What you're facing now will soon become the testimony that glorifies God in a mighty way. You are not disqualified. Whatever mistakes you made, whatever wrong turns you took, God is still shifting your situation. His grace covers it all. The miracle was never based on your perfection. It was always based on His promise. God specializes in using broken vessels. He's not just changing your circumstances, He's rewriting your story. Don't let shame hold you back from receiving the shift. You're still in His plan, you're still chosen, you're still anointed, and your miracle is still coming. God is awakening the gifts within you. This shift isn't only external, it's activating your divine purpose. Hidden talents, buried dreams, spiritual callings, they're all being stirred up for such a time as this. You're about to step into a new level of creativity, confidence, and clarity. The miracle won't just be something you receive, it will be something you release into the world. You're being positioned to bless others through your obedience. Get ready to operate in your God-given authority. Every tear you've cried has been collected. Heaven has not ignored your pain. God is shifting your situation because He saw what no one else did. He heard the prayers you whispered through sobs. He witnessed the nights you felt forgotten. And now, He's responding with favor. This shift is heaven's answer to your silent suffering. The miracle will be so public that those who doubted you will have no choice but to acknowledge God's hand on your life. Your sorrow is turning into a song of joy. Your mindset matters in this shift. God can move mountains, but if your mind is stuck in fear, you'll miss it. That's why He's also transforming your thinking. You must believe that the miracle is possible. You must expect it, speak it. Align with it. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about divine agreement. The moment your thoughts align with His promises, things begin to move. Renew your mind daily. Feed your faith. The shift starts when your belief matches God's intention. What you're about to walk into will not look like anything you've seen before. This shift will be unfamiliar because it's supernatural. You won't be able to explain it using logic. That's the beauty of a miracle. It defies understanding. So stop trying to figure out every detail. Trust the flow of God. He's leading you into divine territory. The ground you're about to step on is sacred. It's been prepared for you. You're not stepping into luck. You're stepping into alignment. Your past is no match for your destiny. Don't let your history disqualify your hope. God is shifting your life in a way that rewrites every narrative the enemy tried to place over you. You're not broken beyond repair. You're not too late. You're right on time for what God is about to do. The shift is canceling every lie that's been spoken over your future. The miracle will silence every critic, including the inner critic in your mind. Walk boldly. This is your moment of divine reversal. Your prayers have not fallen on deaf ears. God has heard every word, even the ones you couldn't speak out loud. This shift is a response to the cries of your heart. It's a supernatural acknowledgement that you've endured, waited, and remained faithful. God is not just giving you what you asked for. He's giving you what you never thought to request. Exceedingly and abundantly, above all you asked or imagined, is what's coming. The miracle is not the end, it's the beginning of a whole new season of favor. There's a divine push happening in your life. God is nudging you out of what's familiar into what's fruitful. You've stayed in certain places out of habit or fear, but now He's stirring your spirit with holy discontent. This is the shift. It doesn't always come with a clear map, but it comes with a clear word. Move forward. God is in the motion. Your miracle is not behind you. It's ahead. Each step you take in faith is aligning you with divine appointments, open doors, and answered prayers. The storm you're in is not here to destroy you. It's here to develop you. God is using this turbulence to reposition you. He's shaking what can be shaken so only the unshakable remains. This is part of the shift. You're not being punished, you're being planted, and what's planted in the storm often grows stronger roots. Get ready for new strength, new wisdom, and new opportunities. The miracle is on the other side of the pressure. Don't run from it, let God use it. God is shifting your finances, your health, your relationships, your mindset, everything. Nothing is off limits when He moves. What used to be a struggle will become a testimony. What once kept you up at night will soon be your praise report. The miracle may not come in the way you expected, but it will come in the way that's best. Trust that His way is perfect. The shift is not random, it's strategic. It's custom, designed for your growth, your healing, and your future. This shift requires obedience more than understanding. You may not know all the details, but if God said move, move. If He said wait, wait. If He said release it, let it go. Miracles are tied to obedience. Delayed obedience can delay destiny. Trust God even when the next step feels uncertain. He doesn't need your logic. He needs your surrender. Your willingness will unlock the blessing. The miracle is waiting on the other side of your yes. Sometimes the shift comes with silence from heaven, but silence is not absence. God does His best work when you least feel Him. It's in the silence that faith is truly built. Can you trust Him even when you can't trace Him? That's where the miracle matures. In the quiet obedience, in the hidden hours, in the moments when no one is watching. The shift is deep, and the miracle, when it arrives, will shout what your silence never could. God is shifting your perspective because you can't walk into your future with an old lens. He's opening your eyes to new possibilities, new partnerships, and new priorities. You're starting to see things differently for a reason. That's not accidental, that's an upgrade. The miracle will require you to think differently, dream bigger, and speak life over your circumstances. You can't be who you were and still walk in what he's about to release. The shift in your mind will lead the way to the miracle in your life. God is shifting your atmosphere. You may start noticing a sudden desire for peace, worship, or silence. That's not random, it's a sign. The environment around you must be purified for the miracle to manifest. Don't ignore the call to clean up your space, your schedule, or your speech. Miracles don't flow in chaos. God is bringing divine order to every area of your life. What felt scattered is being realigned. What felt messy is being made meaningful. The atmosphere is changing because the promise is near. God is shifting your confidence. What once intimidated you will now inspire you. The fear that paralyzed you yesterday will fuel your purpose today. This isn't arrogance, it's holy boldness. God is reminding you of who you are and whose you are. You've been playing small, but that season is over. You've been underestimating what he put inside you, but now he's about to launch you into rooms you once felt unqualified to enter. The miracle includes a new level of courage, clarity, and conviction. You're stepping into divine timing. Every delay, detour, and disappointment has led to this moment. You didn't miss it. You were being prepared for it. God is aligning you with his perfect calendar. What once felt like missed opportunities will become divine alignments. The shift is placing you in the right place, at the right time, with the right people. The miracle is already scheduled. All you have to do is stay faithful and keep showing up. Heaven is on time, and your breakthrough is right on schedule.